Well, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all having a blessed day. Ooh, it's quiet around here today. People are out doing things and stuff like that. I mentioned this in another video. They have the pool open. Nobody was using it, and today must be the day because this is the first day it's been used, and all kinds of people are using it now. Well, there's not a bunch of people in there. Mostly tenants and some of their friends and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm taking it easy today. I have to, whenever I have a couple busy days, I have to take a day off. And I spent a couple days in the other room going through all my boxes and totes and reorganizing all my canned goods and my supplies and stuff like that. Moving them around. So, yeah, it's good to say that I need a day to rest. Actually, I really don't have much choice. I'd be doing something else. That's just me. Now, I got a package in from my son today, and I'm thrilled with it. I made a video here not too long ago. A couple weeks ago, I went out of here for a walk just up the way, and my door was in eye shot the whole time, and I run into a neighbor who invited me over for a cold beverage. And I said, all right, but I got to lock my stuff up, and he walked me over here. I walk with a cane, so when he went into his place, walked over to check out a bunch of plants, because they have a wall back there, and they'll utilize that wall and the space that they have back there for their plants, and I just took everything with me and laid it down on that wall. And when I picked it up, I didn't pick up my keys, and I was locked out. And it was incredibly hot. And he helped me look for them keys for like hours, all right? And I tried to get people to help me, but couldn't get the window open. And, well, it was incredibly hot. I was sweating bullets, and at one point I just found me a place where I could sit down, lay my head down, and got a cool breeze, and cooled off and started feeling better. And I said, well, I got to get up. I got to find my keys. And I started going back through everything, you know, how you retrace your steps and everything, and I found my keys. Thank God I found my keys. But I was texting with my son the other day, and I miss him dearly. He's working management and is working 13 hours a day right now. They're having serious trouble with employee retention. And his philosophy is this: if you get an employee in there and they stay in there and they prove that they're faithful, they do their job, they don't just show up, but they do their job, and you can rely on them, you need to give them a raise and something to retain them, you know, because, and he's right. And I think he's like shot that ideal to higher management. And it's going on all over the place right now, where people are going into places and offering people more money to leave where they are and come and work for them. And it's actually happened to him where he is. So, but he really thinks that, you know, and that's why a lot of people ain't working right now, because these places are still have that almighty profit at the end of the month, give all the higher-ups a raise and paid vacations and stuff like that. And the economy is not supporting that right now. A lot of people will not work because they will not make what's called a living wage because of the economy. All right? So why would they? But when you do get, he's right, when you do get an employee in there that proves themselves, you need to give them more money and keep them. I agree with him 100%. I worked in management a lot. And I agree with him 100%. And I miss him dearly. I used to live up in North Carolina. That's where he is. And he'd come get me, take me to go do my shopping. And we'd go do lunch. And we'd go to flea markets and stuff. And I was thinking, I got to do something. I mean, I didn't want to go out here carrying a purse. It was not. It's relatively safe here. But people will come up here and park once in a while and party, and they don't live here. So, and I was thinking I need me a fanny pack. because I didn't want to go out of here carrying my purse. I didn't have any pockets. So when I was texting with my son, I had already checked Walmart app, and the nylon ones were over $20. Okay, so I was texting with my son, and I hadn't told him anything, what had happened. And man, it was horrible. I was sweating bullets out in that heat, and I was not relishing the idea of sitting out all night. Nobody seemed to have anything that I could pry my window open with, or they didn't want to be involved with them prying a window open. And I said, well, I got to do something. So I was talking to my son, and I said, son, if you should happen to come across a leather fanny pack, and I'm thinking flea market, tag sale, snag it for me, please, if it's in good condition. And we were texting. He said, what you looking for? And I said, I'm looking for a leather fanny pack with adjustable strap that's got 2 or more compartments. He got quiet, and then he pulled up something from Amazon and sent it to me, and he said, is that what you're looking for? I said, that's exactly what I'm looking for. He said, I'll send it to you. And once he said it should be there in a couple days, I told him what had happened. I didn't want to tell him right away. And the texting got real quiet. He said, well, I'm sending it to you. So I got it. And yeah, I'm going to show that now. I've done opened it. Now, I do have a tripod, but it holds the phone. The mechanism that holds the phone is on a spring. And my phone is too big, go figure. And I think my phone is small. So it won't hold it without messing it up. It will shut itself off. It's like it don't like the pressure or something. So I'm going to have to take a look at that tripod and see if I can't just loosen up that retention spring somehow or other, so I can free up my hands when I'm making videos. But here's the fanny pack he sent me. Pardon me. It's leather. It's got 8 compartments. It's got the small ones on both sides there, and the adjustable strap, and then it's got two big ones here and 2 small ones there. And it's wonderful, and I love the way it smells. I love leather. I come up in a generation where you could get things that were leather, and especially that real thick leather. It smelled so good, and it really lasts if you know how to take care of leather. So I got that today, and thank you, son, so much. If you see this video, this is going to help Mom out a whole lot. And I miss you. I miss you a whole lot. I miss being there with you and being able to spend time with you when I can. And I'm hoping that at some point you might get some time off and be able to come see Mom again. I don't know if I said this already, but he come down and saw me on his birthday, but he could only stay for a couple days, and it was the first time I seen him in 4 years. I always enjoyed spending time with my son. I know he's busy and he can't, even if I was there, he couldn't spend as much time with me as he did then. But I sure would like to be where my son is. It's very hard with the the shortage of housing across the United States, and there is a major shortage of housing across the United States. It is hard to get into elderly income-based housing. I've looked at many of them, and if you call them and leave a message, they will not call you back. But they will state right on their website, feel free to come in and pick up an application. So, and they make it quite clear that they prefer to rent to people who are living in the state. And I'd love to get back up to North Carolina, but some applications would have to be picked up for me. Because they're avoiding calling anybody and mailing anything right now because of the shortage. But because I'm disabled, I would move to the top of the list, which would shorten that list a little bit. So it's hard to get into it. I mean, when you can't get out and pick up these applications, this is something they've started doing in the last year or so. I've been on this for a couple years now. they want people to come in and pick them up because they are wanting to rent to people that are from their state. I don't think they're supposed to be doing it, but that's their way around it. So maybe one of these days, how you doing? Maybe one of these days when my son gets some time off from working 13 hours a day, he can go and pick me up some of them applications and mail them to me so I could get that process started, because I definitely can't stay here forever. You're right. But I miss him dearly. I know if I was there, he couldn't spend as much time with me. But it would be a comfort to me just knowing that he is there and that I'm with him. Thank you so much, son, for sending me this fanny pack. I love it. I will take good care of it, and you know that. And it's going to make my life a whole lot easier. Anyway, this place is pretty quiet today. Everybody's out enjoying their day. Me, I'm having the rest today. I've just overdid it. Is what it is, and it's still extremely hot here. So I'm looking forward to that little space in between where it's not too cold and it's not too hot. You know, when fall starts coming. So I want to thank y'all for stopping in, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, and for your comments. I appreciate your comments, and I hope y'all having fun today. That y'all having a blessed day. Bye-bye.